Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a quick process video for you today. I'm going to be adding my second installment of the flower letters into the journal that I created. I will put a link down below for this journal if you're interested in seeing how this all came together. These are the items that came in my letter this month, or this second installment. There was like a little embroidery pattern. There's the letter itself, which has these beautiful florals on the back, which I had considered cutting out to use to decorate, but then I would lose some of the letter. So instead, I'm just going to tuck the letter in there. And then I'm pulling out these other pieces from the first letter that I got, which is the portrait of the gentleman, and then the postcard. And then now we have the portrait of the young lady. That's the character in here. And then there's some information on this little card about the king's gold sovereign here, which is coin, and just some information that I've kind of found fascinating. So I want to be able to, access all of this information and still read everything that's on the back. So what I decided to do, instead of just keeping everything tucked in the envelope, is kind of use some washi tape and different things to create little tip-ins so that I can still look at the information. So this piece right here that has the information about the coins, I'm just going to use some washi tape down the side. And whenever I'm doing a tip in like this, if I'm putting washi on one side, I always like to put it on the back side as well. It just makes it a little bit sturdier, and it also keeps you from having like exposed adhesive or whatever. I just feel like it makes that flip a little bit more secure. So I'm going to leave that flipped over, and then I'm going to kind of flip the portraits around as well. I'm going to do that in a little bit, but I want to deal with this beautiful postcard that has this sketching on it. And it's the same information. There's, some stuff that's kind of relevant to the storyline on the back of the hair. And so I want to make sure that I can see it. And at this point, I thought I was going to use this washi tape. I come back and change this in a little bit. But I have this blue, like floral washi tape that I thought would work really well. In the end, it just wasn't really working for me. So anyway, you can see again, I'm just putting a piece on the top and on the back, and then this will actually work to kind of keep that envelope closed. You can see it's going to work as a closure. So now I have the two portraits of the two characters, and what I want to do is kind of create a little signature edition, basically, so that they are basically like a little flip out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay these side by side, and I thought about doing this with washi, but then I was going to lose some of the artwork on the back of here. And so what I'm going to do is actually get some clear sticker paper. This is some that got like misprinted. It only printed on part of the sticker paper, and I'm just going to cut a couple of strips of this to go on my little cards here. And I am keeping a gap between there because I want that envelope to be able to kind of nestle down in there. So I'm going to cut two strips the same height. That way I don't have any exposed adhesive again. And if you're not familiar with the flower letters, again, I'll put my link for the video that I did, the first one. But basically, it's a series of stories that are told through letters, and it comes to you twice a month for an entire year. So it's just like the best kind of fun happy mail, especially if you're an avid reader like I am. And mine, the one that I have, is called the Adelaide Magnolia set. This is like a Regency time period, like Jane Austen kind of time period, 1800s, early 1800s. But they do have World War II. They have some kind of Western and fantasy adventures and different things if you're interested in that. And these would make a great gift for the book lover in your life. And Mother's Day is coming up. If you don't have, if you need a last minute Mother's Day present, would be great if your mom loves to read. And anyway, it's just fun to get mail. I think it is anyway. So what I'm doing here, I have a bone folder, and I'm just going over this clear sticker paper and burnishing it down, and that will make it so it's almost invisible. You really can't see unless you're just looking really closely. And I'm going to also go down the center. You can see where I left that gap so that the envelope can sit kind of right in the middle of all of that. And then I am going to fold it in half and then just kind of give it a little bit of a crease so it kind of stays closed just a little bit better. But I also wanted to say that if you use my affiliate link, if you're interested in trying out these letters for yourself, that affiliate link will save you some money. It's like 15%. And I think they are running a Mother's Day special as well. So that might actually be a better deal. But anyway, check that out if you are interested. They have a couple different payment options as well. This is just super fun way to kind of get a storyline, have something to look forward to in the mail instead of bills every month. And I just decided to kind of keep a journal of all of the letters, and then I'm doing mine by month. So everything for this month will kind of go in this in this particular envelope. And you can see here, this is where I changed out that washi tape for some more of that clear sticker paper, and just making sure that I have everything in there. You can kind of see how I have my little characters tucked in so I can, you know, flip them and still be able to access that. Now this page is basically an embroidery pattern. It's the characters pattern, and on one side of it has the pattern, and on the other side is basically like a coloring page. And so I want to be able to take this in and out of my journal as well. So I'm actually threading that same embroidery, it's actually baker's twine, through my signature kind of on the outside, and it will look like it just belongs there. And if I have other things throughout the year that I need to add, this will be the way that I do it, because I can do it kind of in between the envelopes. So I just trimmed it down, and I'm just going to tie it in a knot, and then it will slip in. This paper will slip in just the same way that the envelopes did. The only difference is I slid the envelopes in, and then I sealed the envelopes basically on the 3 sides. And so, but this works the same way. Other journals that I have created work the same way with this kind of twine binding, but you can see this way I can pull that pattern out. If I want to work on the coloring of that coloring page or whatever, I can pull that whole pattern out, work on it, and then stick it back in. So that was really kind of my premise behind everything. I want to be able to maintain the integrity of all of the writing and everything that's on there. So anyway, if you liked this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below, and I'll help you the best I can. And until next time, bye.